Whenever I work with a customer, I want to get to know you. Hey, so today I'm going to do something a little bit different for my video. So I figured I would tell you guys a little bit about my backstory and how I got into sales, specifically what I do now in selling RVs. When it comes to it, the long and the short of it is, it was 2008 or 9, and I got into car sales at a local dealership in the state of New York. I was with my oldest daughter's mom, and I was I had no idea about cars. I had no idea about sales, psychology, anything really. So having said that, I didn't last very long. I think I was there maybe a month. And from there, I started selling cell phones. I was pretty good at that. Sold cell phones for some time. Even did my own little cell phone business back whenever you could buy them and repair them. After that, I got out of the game for a very long time. Had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, held a varying different amount of jobs. Then 2019 came along, and I found this guy on the internet. His name is Andy Elliott. So I started listening to him, and then I was also listening to this other guy named Andy Frisella, talking mostly about sales, entrepreneurship, those types of things. So went ahead and applied at a car dealership. At the time I was living in Missouri, St. Louis area. And so applied at a dealership, got the job. Within, I think it was a month and a half, I was either the number 2 or the number 3 guy. So I was selling somewhere between 17 to 22 cars a month. Now granted, this was a high volume dealership. All you really had to do was put in the work. It was not really hard. Because in that market, most people know what they want, and before they even hit the lot, I was very, very good at internet sales and following up with people. The other kids that were there, because most of them were actually kids, I think most of them were like 21, 22, maybe 23-ish. So they would not do their follow-up, would not do the things that needed to be done, essentially. So I started to get to a point where one of my managers started noticing the things that I was doing, and that I was really good at getting people to come back in. Even if I didn't close them that day, I was really good at giving them reasons and excuses to come back, because the experience with me is fun. It's not just all about the business. It's not just all about the stuff. Like, whenever I work with a customer, I want to get to know you. You know, it's everything. I want to know you. I want to know your family. I want to know what brought you out, what the whole 9 yards. So if you made it this far in the video, if you would please give me a like and give me a share. Share it with somebody, because that's the way that we get the word out about changing the way things are done in sales nowadays. And that was the thing. I would be really good at getting people to come back because I was a good person to deal with. So all these other kids that were not doing follow-up or could not get them to come back, he started assigning their calls to me. And so I would get those people to come back. I mean, there was one day, I think I had like five different sets of customers at one time, at this particular dealership. So just because I was good, I was really good at getting people to come back in. So then in 2020, we all kind of know what happened. And I ended up leaving sales because the thing was, at the time, I had just had a kid and was worried.
I was scared.
You know, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. Like, if I don't make commission, then we're kind of on the outs, whenever I was with my now ex. So anyway, the short of it is I went back to EMS for some time. And then for a while, we started looking at coming to here, which is where I'm at now, in the area of Washington State. So moved out here, and from there, I ended up getting a job at a local Chevy store, Chevy, GMC, and Buick. And I was pretty good there. There was definitely some months that I didn't do the best, but in reality, the most money that I'd ever made in car sales was done at that dealership. There, people once again really enjoyed the experience with me. I was good at getting to know people. I'm very good at talking to people. That's just what it is. I love talking to people. I love getting to know people. So now, fast forward, I was there for some time, and left for a little while. Took a little bit of a hiatus, if you will, and then came to the place that I'm at now, R&R RV. So I really like working for the smaller conglomerates versus like the big huge corporations, right? And whenever it comes to RVs, everyone kind of knows, like, there's your big places, like the ones that are all over the United States. That's just what it is. But I like working for the smaller type of dealerships just because it's a little bit more friendly. You're not just a number to somebody, right? You are actually like the boss knows who you are, you know. So that's one of the big things that I like about working at these types of dealerships. So now I've been here for about 8 months selling RVs. I've sold, I don't know, like quite a few, and that's for not knowing a whole lot about RVs whenever I started. I knew some of the basic model things, like, what a rear living was, what a bunkhouse was, those kinds of things, but I didn't really know, like, what's the difference between like a full-time living RV versus like an extended season. I just knew that RVs were RVs. I knew that there was fifth wheels, I knew there was bumper tows, I knew that there's motorhomes, but I had no idea really what the differences was like on classes of motorhomes, all that other kind of stuff. But since then, obviously, a lot of things have changed, and I've become the person that I am now, very, very well versed in RVs. So if you know anyone that's looking for an RV, and you are in Lewiston, Clarkson, Pullman, Moscow, any of the surrounding area, share my info. It's very easy to get in touch with me. Text is typically the best, but the big thing is you can ask any of the customers that I deal with, or any of the people that I have dealt with. I'm very easy to work with. I'm the guy that I treat you right, I talk to you, actually get to know you, what your needs are, that kind of thing. I'm not looking at you just as, hey, a paycheck, you know. I want to make sure that you are taken care of. I send out newsletters every single month. Every single month. I believe since June, I've sent newsletters out every single month to every one of my customers that I've sold. Um, and then I send out random, hey, how you doing? How's your RV treating you? Nothing to try and upsell you on anything like that. It's just, how's it going? Because genuinely, I care about the people that I work with. That's just what I am. Like I don't play the game of you bought for me, now I'll never see you again. Um, and that's one of the things that I really want to change about the sales industry. Is nowadays it seems like a lot of people, once you're sold, you're disappeared. Like they don't talk to you ever again. You know, and to me that's BS. You know, salespeople back in the day used to send newsletters, they would send Christmas cards, they would send birthday cards. Now granted, some of that's changed with technology. Now I'll send a newsletter via email or by mail if I don't have an email for you. I'll also send happy birthday videos, you know, stuff like that. um, you know, when was the last time that you had a salesperson that you were working with that sent you a video that said, thanks just for coming out. Thanks for coming out and seeing me today. It was fun meeting you. It's fun meeting your family. I hope to continue working with you on your search for whatever it is. When was the last time that happened? You know, a lot of people are dead to that idea. You know, whenever it comes to sales, they just don't do that stuff anymore. And once again, that's one of the things that I strive to change in this industry. Like I said, salespeople used to do all those things. People that send just the random generated AI letters or whatever. For me, it's personalized. Like you're gonna get a personal letter from me whenever it's been like a year since you bought from me, uh, asking how's it going. In case you forgot, here's my phone number. Here's this QR code that has all of my social media on it. Here's this thank you for being a good, loyal customer to me. So that's one of the things that I hope to change in this industry. So if you made it this far in the video, just wanted to say thank you. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, share this, and I'll see you in the next one.